In our two-part conversation with Meara He, last week we spoke with her, who is a property manager, about what it's like to run a business in the UAE, or where she is in Abu Dhabi. From meeting her husband at Oxford to navigating the UK's challenging job market to saying halas and moving to Abu Dhabi. She gave us a look firsthand at how to be bold and go for it. Arab mentality has created opportunities and challenges of doing business in the Gulf, and how the city is attracting more Asians seeking security, opportunity, and fresh start. Today we continue that conversation about what life is like in the UAE.
For example, I think last year, Abu Dhabi government, they said we need to implement something called smart smoke detection system. So it's like a smoke detector, except it's smart smoke detector. When there is smoke, it will automatically dial the phone number of the owner.
Oh, great. So that's not good.
So the owner will get a phone call and say, hey, you got a fire. And they're like, if you don't do it by this time, you're going to be fined.
Okay.
And we were like, okay, fine. How do we do it? And we called the only company in Abu Dhabi,
making it,
which is a governmental company.
Of course.
It was like, okay, how do we do it? They have no idea. Because apparently you have to convert the original smoke detection system to their smart smoke detection system.
Right.
But it's not as straightforward, like you just take it out and then replace it with... No, you have to convert the entire thing. Plus, a lot of our clients, they are foreign owners. They don't live in UAE. They don't have a UAE phone numbers. But they don't know how to actually convert it to a smart smoke detection system.
Yeah.
Plus, how do they connect the phone number with that smoke detector to ring the overseas landlord?
Right.
They have no clue. It took them probably about a year.
So what was the solution? I'm very curious now.
The solution is, I still haven't found a solution. The solution is we started with local owners who actually have Emirates
that's
ID.
one way. Yeah.
And then when we accumulate enough know-how, then maybe we'll be able to figure out how to do it. But this is UAE. They just do it. And then you have to find your way to solve the problem. Either you as a landlord or as a property manager, we constantly have to try to find things out, how to solve it. So to be honest, in UAE, it's really not easy to be a property manager because you constantly have to deal with things without clear rules on how to do it. But you just have to find a way to do it. Like currently, we are trying to help a Taiwanese client who bought a property in Dubai, and his nationality is put down as People's Republic of China, whereas the passport says Republic of China.
Oh.
So the KYC team is like, it doesn't match.
Right.
And then we're like, okay, we have to find a way to change that nationality on your title deed or, Okud, which is like a temporary title deed, to solve that issue.
Was this a mistake? Or does the UAE not recognize Republic of China?
No, there is an option as you can put down as Republic of China. But I don't know who made the Okud, which is the temporary title deed. The developers did that by themselves. And so there is a mistake that we have to correct. So one thing I have learned really in the UAE is don't trust anything anyone tells you.
Double check.
Always verify and double check. Because people are from different culture.
Yeah.
Like Arab, Indians, they say things too quick before they can actually deliver. They just say, yeah, sure, no problem. But there's always tons of problem. They're not like Asians. Asians, we learn to think ahead, plan ahead, be careful, be meticulous, pay attention to details. No, there is just like, done. Halas, go, you go.
I have a feeling that there's not a lot of Japanese investment in the UAE. Is that correct to say?
They don't have many Japanese, but they have a lot of Korean.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, I mean, I would say out of all the Asians or North Asians, Koreans are probably the most like the Arabs. The Japanese are very different. They're very internal. They're very introspective, and they're very reserved. They will say one word, but they'll mean 10. Whereas what I'm hearing from people mostly from the UAE are very different, on the polar opposite of that, right?
Right. And I think generally, like I said, the good thing is things move very fast. But the bad thing is that you just have to pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
Otherwise, whatever they touch, there are tons of mistakes. And then you just have to correct it. That's why Me as a Taiwanese person running my property management business in the UAE, I feel I'm having like a business academy. Really, whoever come and join my company, you're relearning everything on how to do things because whatever you have done before is wrong.
You should do a master class. That's what you're saying, and make some money on the side.
Yeah, we have like 13 credo in my company, including something like whoever you have conversation with, make sure you end up backing up with something in writing. Goes, hey, Joy, we just had a conversation about this. If my understanding is incorrect, please correct me. Otherwise, I'll proceed.
Okay.
Like you have to write down things in writing. I'm not saying this is something like so innovative, like something so unique, but people don't do that in the UAE. And I end up having tons of arguments of like, you told me this, no, I didn't tell you, and then this and that. And then I was like, this is just wrong. So in my company, I'm Taiwanese, unfortunately, like we have all these credos teaching people how to do things correctly, how to do things right, so we can provide good services to our customers. So if you go to Google, our Google rating is 4.9.
Wow.
Which is very rare because, like you said, property management company, we usually deal with problems.
Yeah.
So already the landlord is not happy, tenant is not happy. That's why they come to you, right, to solve a problem. So property management company, it's very hard to score high reviews in Google. But ours is 4.9, so which means we pay a lot of blood and sweat.
Blood and sweat. So I guess Abu Dhabi and parts of the UAE have been referred to as, the Switzerland of the Middle East.
Right.
And I suppose for regions to grow this fast economically, like you said, there has to be roads that have been unwalked before. Right. And generally, that is what starting a business is all about. If all the roads are paved for you, there's not going to be a lot of margin for you to make from this industry. So I guess it's just like the whole country is like that in the UAE. I hear somewhere that in the UAE there's like 90% of people who are there are migrant workers or people who are not like UAE nationals. Is that true?
Yeah, very easy because local population is very small.
Okay.
And then you cannot become their citizen. You can only be their resident.
Residence isn't like permanent residence or just 10-year residence?
Like depending on your visa. If you work there, then you have work visa.
Yeah.
And then you have golden visa, you get 10-year residency. And then upon expiry of your residency, if you satisfy their criteria, then you can renew your residency.
Okay.
Last year, when I came to Taiwan, I wanted to promote golden visa services. I want to work with some immigration company in Taiwan about golden visa. I don't know whether you know about golden visa.
I'm supposing it's like you own a property, you can live there?
Right. So if you buy property worth like 16 million NT dollars, so it's 2 million dirham, then you can get like 10-year residency, that kind of thing.
Okay. Did you say 16 or 60 million?
16.
Okay, 16.
Yeah, 16.
It's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
1,600万台币.
That's like how much a small condo would cost in Taipei. Yeah, okay.
And then you get 10-year residency there.
So, okay, how about this? Sell me UAE. Like, say if as you said, this is sort of an untapped industry, right? Not a lot of people have here in Taiwan have heard about the UAE. Maybe Dubai. Maybe they've seen pictures of Burj Khalifa?
Burj Khalifa,
yeah. But that's it, right? But this region of the world has been growing for the last over a decade, maybe even more. And so if I'm Taiwanese and I have 16 million and you come to my front door and you say, hey, why don't you take your whole family and buy a property there? I would obviously ask, well, what is likely to be the appreciation of property value? Can it be an investment property? Also, if I take my family there, what's the education environment like? And can my wife find it or my husband find a job there? What would you say to me?
So first of all, I think the good thing about investing in UAE is it's tax-free. So you completely income. Business-wise, if your business doesn't make more than $100,000 net profit a year, then it's tax-free.
Net profit. Okay.
Net profit.
Wow. Okay.
So only if you make more than $100,000 a year, you pay 9% corporate tax.
That's not bad.
That's nothing, right? 9% corporate tax.
Compared to Canada's 40%.
I know. So, and then also there's currently still no income tax at all.
Okay. Wow.
So whatever you earn is yours.
Yeah.
So, if you invest, let's say in Thailand, you can probably earn 4% on the rental return of investment, but you still have to pay tax to the Thai government.
Right.
Or if you buy a property in Taiwan, you have tons of tax to pay. Whereas in the UAE, you save all your tax. So you don't need to pay anything. And plus, second, the return of rental investment in UAE is still pretty high. You can easily find a place with gross rental return of 6% or more.
Wow.
It's because I think traditionally a lot of people, they are hired by the company to work in the UAE, especially Western expats.
Yeah.
Like the companies have to pay a lot of money to get them over to this unknown country, right? So they usually give very good and generous housing allowance, educational allowance, a lot of allowances in order to attract people. So, those kind of housing allowance, expats just spend like there's no tomorrow, right? I just rent like the best place I could find. And that's why the rental yield has been really high in the UAE. 6%, it's quite standard, gross wise.
That's pretty crazy. And by the way, just a little perspective. I think in North America, if you can get a 2 or 3%, it's considered.
Taiwan is about 2.5% gross rental. Plus, you still have to pay
taxes. You got to put that into the calculation as well.
And then also resale. Your appreciation is your own. There's no
capital gains.
No capital gain tax.
Wow.
It's all yours.
Okay, that's impressive. Okay, so now about school. So if my kids go there, I hear that there are branches of, say, like University of New York and like say Abu Dhabi that's opening up, right?
It's already open.
Oh, already?
NYU on Sadia.
Wow.
So in Abu Dhabi, you also have Sorbonne University, which is a very good French university. And I think they also have Berkeley School, although they don't offer the entire... It's the Berkeley Music School. So they offer some master classes on music stuff. Yeah. It's not the full-fledged Berkeley, but still they offer some sort of a Berkeley stuff there. I don't know what it is. I'm not musical enough. And then there are a lot of branches of famous British schools in the UAE. And that's a good thing about UAE. They offer very diverse kind of curriculum you can choose. You can choose the American curriculum, British curriculum, or IB, international curriculum, or even if you fancy some Indian curriculum, you can find it there to a French curriculum. So really, whatever curriculums you like, you can find good schools there. And in Dubai, if you want to start looking for it, I would advise you to go to KHDA website, which is like Dubai's government website. It listed down all the schools and their ranking as well.
Okay.
So you can see which one you like and then arrange for an orientation and have a look. And obviously the fees also vary quite a lot as well. It really also depends on your budget. But usually the outstanding ones will be more expensive because fees are also quite regulated in Dubai. Oh. So you cannot just charge however much you want. It has to be approved by the government. Oh. And I think I haven't answered your questions like, is it easy to find a job? And I think right now, definitely, if you speak Mandarin, you have such an upper hand because everyone wants to hire a Mandarin-speaking person in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. So yeah, if you speak Mandarin, if you speak English, definitely. But I also want to say a lot of time, you just have to have the courage to try. Because the opportunities are always there. Even if no one gives you a job, you can always start something. Yeah. Like I know one of my friends, he started a soybean company, 豆花, 卖豆花.
In the UAE?
In Dubai. Wow. And he's not a board member. I think he's the secretary of the Chamber of Commerce, Dubai.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, and I asked him like what brought you into this soybean 豆花industry? He said, because I like it. I like eating
There's
soybean.
No better reason. Yeah, you got to do a business that you actually enjoy doing.
I mean, like, there are plenty of opportunities. It's just whether you dare to give it a try or not. And also, very importantly, manage your downside. Like, what if, always look for the worst case scenario. Plan from the worst case scenarios. Like, okay, what if this doesn't work? Mm-hmm. How much money I'm losing? Mm-hmm. If you think you can afford that, and that wouldn't cost you anything, where you don't feel like, you are starving because you lose all your money in this new startup, then all you need to do is just try it out. Go for it, because you never know whether it will work or not. His business is doing very well. I would never start a douhua business, to be honest. But I mean, his business is doing very well.
Yeah.
So, and to him, even if it doesn't work, it's fine for him financially. And then, so he went for it.
Are there Mandarin-speaking communities, like hubs, where if you move into it, you can pretty much do all the the Chinese speaking businesses, like selling bean curds, douhua, or chou tofu, stinky tofu, bubble tea, that kind of thing? Is there a community of people who might become your clients?
Oh yeah, because there are a lot of Chinese people and Taiwanese.
Okay.
Well, there aren't that many Taiwanese people yet, but then there are already a lot of Chinese people, and Taiwanese people are coming in. And I feel a lot of Taiwanese people, we're just scared. We overthink too much. We're like, oh, I don't speak good English. I don't really know what to do. Like, what am I going to make a living in the UAE?
It's mentality.
It's mentality that restricts you. It's not really about whether there are opportunities. It's whether you are willing and you dare to look for opportunities.
Yeah. So I guess that's very good closing words for our episode today. Thank you so much for making the time in here. I had written down like 12, 13 questions. I'm not even sure if I asked
No, you
two
haven't.
of them.
No, you haven't.
Because I was going to talk about the socioeconomic side of the UAE.
Right.
I will ask this one question, though. In the Middle East, we recently started to learn more about how much the oil trade can really impact the world, especially with the tariffs coming from the United States. And then there is the Strait of Hormuz, where it's coming from the lips of Donald Trump. And we're wondering what exactly that means. And so the UAE, out of the 7 Emirates, a lot of them are from major families that also became very affluent from oil trade, I'm guessing. Do you think it's oil that's backing this development in the UAE, or is it something else? Like we said, it's this mentality of go-getters, or is it something else that's driving the economy forward?
I think UAE is, we talk about UAE, but I have to say UAE is also very different from the rest of Middle Eastern countries, because UAE is actually not the wealthiest Middle Eastern country.
Right.
It's Qatar, if you're looking at GDP.
Yeah.
However, I think what makes UAE so special is they have this collaboration versus competition within their country, because essentially it's 7 Emirates, right? And Dubai, being the most well-known one, is actually not the wealthiest one.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The most wealthy one's Abu Dhabi, because the oil is all in Abu Dhabi. Dubai has very, 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 very little oil reservoir. I think oil account for less than 1% of Dubai's GDP a year. Majority of oil is from Abu Dhabi. But Abu Dhabi being the capital, it's the largest, the biggest, it's the capital emirate. It also cannot stand seeing Dubai stealing all the spotlight, right? So there is this friendly competition between them.
Yeah.
But still, they respect each other as well. So when Dubai almost went bankrupt during the financial crisis in 2008, it's Abu Dhabi bailed them out.
I see.
But if Dubai want to just borrow money from Abu Dhabi will be like, no, you're not in crisis, right? Why are you trying to borrow money from me? You go and figure it out yourself. This keeps UAE very pragmatic. And you could see that in their foreign policy approach. It's very pragmatic. I think it's all because they don't side with any ideology. They just want to do their business. So I think the safest thing is really don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it used to be, right, you diversify in ETF investment or you do this and that. But I think now people are looking at different countries to put your investment in. Like, don't put all your investment in one country.
Yeah.
So I think UAE will become more and more important as part of, the place where you can put some of your wealth, your money in, just to diversify the risk, really.
Yeah. And so there's a saying in Mandarin, 狡兔三窟, right? The smart rabbit has 3 homes with 3, little nestings. So make sure that you find yourself your next little nesting to put your savings in. And if you need any questions answered, I'm sure you can get in touch with Meara.
Right.
Transparent or transparent
property management. Okay. I also have a YouTube channel called Get Rich Abroad with Meara.
Yeah.
So
do go check it out. Yeah. And that marks the end of our conversation with Meara He. I'm Joey Chow. Catch you next time.